Hello people of the Long Dark and welcome back to the channel. I am back in the old substation where you have left me in the previous episode. We have to continue this journey, the Custom Gunloper journey, and today we are going to loot the substation because we have not yet looted it. Then loot the surroundings and possibly even leave Blackrock. I have decided not to go to the armory in the prison. Of course, if the night catches me in Blackrock for any reason, and it will be an aurora, then I will probably go there. But if those conditions are not met, then we will leave the armory for a next time.
Not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, almost missed those peaches. And we have the car battery for the transmitter. Actually, I believe the night will catch us here in Blackrock, because it is night right now. Actually, dawn. Late in the day, so the night will come. And if I will sleep in increments, and if the aurora will hit, then I will probably think about going into the armory. Okay, let's leave some stuff here, as we do not need everything that we have. Okay, I will leave these on the table. These are good. I will leave one coffee. Also, I will leave these on the table. Okay. Leave that. Leave those. These. These three. One of these. One of these. Okay. Leave these. Okay. And those two and that. And we also could leave these. Okay. Let's go out and see what can we find here. Okay, nothing in there, nothing there. Scrap metal, of course that is for repairing the...
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
the transmitter. We are not going to do that at this point. But we are going to loot up here. So this is the transmitter here. And here we can find some other stuff. Okay. Good. We are not heavy, but we have some stuff to cook. Let's do that really quickly. I would like to eat and not carry those with me. And I would like to loot a little bit around this area before the night hits. Okay, let's add stick and let's heat up this one. Good. Let's see. These I will have to leave. This I can eat right away. And let's heat up our teas one more time. Even they are kind of hot. Okay. Is that heated up? Not yet. Okay, let's do this, that, and these, and also those. Okay, I would not like that to get out. Let's put these up here. Great. Let's have these and those two. Let's put these back in the thermos. And let's have this one. And let's have this one. I will leave that for later. And also let's put this one there. Okay. Let's go then around. And see what else we can find around here. I would like the cattails, if there are any around here. I can't see. Okay, here they are. That's good. Let's have this tea. Great. These sticks would also not hurt in the substation. to have them for future use. So in Blackrock, our main base will be the prison, of course, but also the substation will be kind of a regional, smaller base. Okay, I believe I kinda picked up most of the cattails. Okay, let's also have a tea. Not water, sorry, the tea. Anything up here? Some wood. Okay, let's take those. And we have a supply bin. And a cloth. Cloth is always good and useful. So according to the map I have, there is a possibility of a corpse. I can hear crows, but I cannot see crows. There is a possibility of a corpse around here somewhere. Oh, there are the crows. I don't believe I can go up there, but possibly up here. We are getting closer. Okay. Come on. Okay. This way. Here it is. Anything left behind?
Okay.
A chocolate bar. Thank you very much. Okay. Pretty nice scenery. Good looking. Anything here? We should find a cave somewhere. I believe this could be it. Yes, it is a cave. Hopefully we do not find the bear around here. I'm not entirely sure in which cave does that bear have its
It's getting dark out here.
location.
Time to look for shelter.
Let's pick these up. Anything more than that? No. Okay. So now I could continue looting around. We have like 2 more stops to do, I believe. But first I would like to drop by the old substation to leave some of the things that I have found, because at this point I am a little bit heavy. Okay. Those, almost all of those. Did we find anything else to drop? These and that. And these. Okay. And the rest can stay. Okay. Let's head out. Actually, let's go this way. It is kind of late in the day, but it's not that cold. We also have the teas, and we also have the torch that is helping. Okay, so we should have some cars around. We should go up there, but I don't know. I also should do a fire to make some more torches. Interesting that we have not found any batteries in cars in this area. Okay. In here, nothing. Okay. Let's try and go up to that pole there. Don't know exactly how it is called. And on the way, actually we should do this one as well. On the way we should pick up some sticks for a little fire for the torches. And this one. Anything up here? Yes. We have a metal container. We also should drink 2 of these. These also give some calories, which is great. Okay, that would be all. I believe the way up to that other location is somewhere here. Sticks. you should always pick up sticks if you are not heavy or you are not necessarily wanting to have the space for anything else, because the sticks are basically free firewood. Aside from carrying them, you do not have to put up any effort in obtaining them.
Come on, little fire.
And they are very
yeah.
good.
That's a good one.
Okay, let's put these sticks on. Good. And hopefully one more. And let's continue. We also have a doe carcass there. Let's see if we can get anything up here. Yes, we have a supply bin, cloth and some wood. That is great. Okay. We should try and build goat down. Great. And now we should try and locate the road. Here it is, and yes, we are exactly on point, I believe. This is the entrance to the farm we want to visit, I believe. Yes, there it is. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Anything here? Yes. Jailer's residence. Okay. And some more. And a dog house. Anything here? Not really. Stick. And we have that barn up there that we should visit. I don't really see any cattails around. So if I'm remembering correctly, I did not visit this barn. Yes, that is true.
This will come in handy.
Shoes. Coal. That tinder plug I will not take. Anything here? Not really. Oh. A message and a key. I believe I kinda know where that is, but I am not going to explore that now. That, I believe, is in the back of the prison.
Hope nobody needs this
Okay.
anymore.
Some more wood. Anything else here? No. Possibly something under the crates. But oh, and a cloth on the crate. Almost missed the cloth. We lost the warmth of the teas, but that is okay.
It's too cold to think.
Now we could go left. A bunny we have here. Somewhere here on the left we should be able to find the road and then keep the road. Well, this is not the road. And then keep the road until we get to the substation. Hopefully we can manage that in the dark. Let's see. Stick. And another stick. Is the road anywhere near? I am not seeing enough to really go down there. And I actually don't think I should do that. And I believe the road is not that way. Come on. Okay. So let's see. We came from that way, we have to go this way. You should always verify that if you are not sure about the directions. And here is the road. Okay. We should find some cars here. Yes. No battery. Nothing on the floor.
I'll take it.
Matches. That is great. Nothing else though. Anything else here? Yes. Anything inside this? A cloth. And a bunch of crates. Okay. So let's now keep the road. And we should that way find the old substation pretty quickly. We could also run a little bit to limit the damage we are taking. We should preserve a little bit of sprinting ability in the case we encounter the bear. So the substation should be somewhere on the right of the road, I believe. Ooh, the bear is close. I believe the substation should be somewhere in front of us. Hopefully the bear isn't. Did I check this car? No. Okay. Nothing there. I can actually hear the bear.
Soon.
We should be able to find our way to this substation. Yes, here we are. Great. Because we do not know what will happen in the morning regarding the fire, we should start a fire now and make our teas, prepare them for tomorrow,
Come on, little fire.
and if necessary, even make some water.
Perfect.
Okay, let's do that and that. Let's do these. I will not warm up the teas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do one of these. I will not warm up the teas because there is no reason to do that. I will only make them. Okay, and one of these. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the one, and we have to do one more of these. Okay. Good. Let's do one more of these. And now let's see how is our water. Would be better. Okay. I think I will put on some water to be made and leave that cooking for the rest of the night and then go inside.
I'll rest soon. I'm gonna...
That is great. Let's put 2 liters and another 2 liters. That's 50 minutes. That is 1 hour 40. Let's do one of those and one more, and that is perfect. Do I have torches? Yes. Are they enough? Probably not. But that is okay. Good. Let's do some quick inventory management here. Let's leave some of those, that, the rest can stay, these will stay. Okay, that I will leave. I will keep the rest. We should do some repairs at some point. I will leave those. The rest can stay. And I will leave... I will not leave those for now. Okay, let's find the bed. Here it is. Let's douse this. And let's harvest that. And let's eat. Hopefully we do not get food poisoning from these. That's great. Let's top it off with cattails. I would like to have that. So I'll have to keep a little bit of hunger empty for that. Do not waste the calories. That is great. Okay. Let's have that. Great. Let's drink water. And now let's sleep. I don't think we will have an aurora. So let's sleep for the max amount. That is great. Let's drink a little bit of water. Okay. Our condition is good. Let's see what is outside. Great weather. And our water is done. I will leave though some water here. That will be fine. Let's start a fire with the magnifying glass.
Come on, little fire.
That is great.
Perfect.
Let's add some sticks to it. And now let's warm up our teas. Great. And let's leave some stuff in here. These ones. Okay, let's have a look at other. Actually, let's leave those. Okay. I wanted to make some repairs, but seeing that the weather is good for traveling, I will do the traveling first. Generally, I kinda like to use bad weather for repairing and reading and crafting. Okay, 2 more. Let's have this right away. And let's throw these in the thermos. And let's go. About the thermos, one thing I would extremely like is to be able to put down the whole thermos to warm up. Actually, we should go the other way towards the place we want. Because now we practically want to just leave Blackrock, because we mostly looted everything in it, and we need to do this for other maps as well. I misclicked a little bit there. Let's drop that. As I have said in other episodes of this, in the first period of the game, I like to move around a lot, and I like to actually cover as much as possible of all of the maps, to make sure that I find the right clothing for us. Also to make sure that I find most of the food items, and all of these before they get ruined. Because if a clothing item gets fully ruined, then you cannot repair it anymore. Would I go this way? I am not sure. If it leads to the... Yes, I should, because it leads to the water. Don't really see cattails around, so I will not look for them. What was I saying about the clothing? Yes, if some clothing gets ruined, then you cannot repair it anymore, and that means if you have not found the clothing items that you want to keep, then until they get ruined, then you will probably have empty slots on here, which we do not want. Or at least, if not empty slots, then slots with clothing that is not that good that it could be. Okay, let's see. I have a feeling that I am going here just to have another place to go out from. Yes, that feeling was correct. Okay. Come on, let me look down there. Can't really see any cattails. I do see a sapling though, but we do not need those. Okay, let's see.
Did I say
Oh,
I hate being cold? Because I really
this was
do.
not a pleasant accident. Well, actually, no accident is pleasant, but this in particular was pretty not nice. Can we find anything back here? No. Okay. I was kinda wondering why is my mouse acting up, and I just discovered the reason. The reason is the sun
Oh my
is
God.
getting into my room and right onto my mouse pad, and that's why my mouse is acting a little bit up. Let's leave Blackrock and excuse me for a moment to fix up the lighting. And I am back. Now the mouse should feel a lot better. Okay. I should have drank some teas. I forgot about that. But let's fix that up now. Actually, seeing that the weather is good, do we have enough? We have some sticks. Let's have this wolf. Because some wolf meat won't hurt us that much. It will most likely give us intestinal parasite risk, but with a low risk I am okay to deal with. Let's do that actually. That should warm us up. Let's also do this. I have said that in the past, but if you are new and wondering why I am right-clicking and leaving back the teas, is because it resets the warming time, and if you replace them that way, then when the 7 minutes, let's say, will end, it will just show hot. It will not show that the teas will break, actually burn in some minutes. Okay, let's do the meat. Okay, let's cook the meat. Why do I have 2 pieces? Oh, that's a very small one. Actually, that one I will not eat. 42 minutes, that is okay. Let's do one more of those. Let's do that. I will not do the pelt and the guts. I will leave those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would be nice if we could do another one of those, but we do not have another one, so we will have to manage with these. So now this one shows hot 36 minutes until burn. But this one shows only hot. And if I do this, after the 7 minutes are done, you will see it will show only hot. And these will not burn. This is probably kind of an exploit, but some exploits in this game I am happy to use, not necessarily because they give me an advantage, but because in real life you would be able to place some teas near a fire and keep them kind of warm, if not necessarily hot, without burning them to a crisp. So in this case I am okay with that. The billy goating though, that is also an exploit. It is clearly not intended, and I am pretty sure that in real life none of us would do that, but I kinda like to use that in the game because that one saves a lot of time. Okay, let's do one of these until that meat is done, and we also warm up. Let's eat this, and it will give us 1 or 2% risk of intestinal parasites. Let's see. It is 1%. Then let's pick these up, put them in here. The reason why I am not eating that piece also is because it is a very, very small piece. I misclicked there. It is a very, very small piece, but it will give you the same amount of intestinal parasite risk as a full kilo piece would. So I am leaving that piece of meat for later. I am also not taking it with me because that will attract wolves. We will go back to that, but I want to look around here to see what can we find. So at a given time, that bridge looks interesting. We will of course have to go through it. What I wanted to say is that at a given time you could escape a 1% intestinal parasite risk. And if you want, you could also take the chance with 2% or more. But if you do this, you at least should take the full advantage of that risk. So you should eat the full pieces first, and only those, until you get level 5 cooking, and that is not a problem anymore. Okay. And now we will go to the bridge. So if you do not know, this is not already Pleasant Valley. This is Keeper's Pet, I believe it's called. It's a smaller region that connects Blackrock to Pleasant Valley. It has wildlife, and it also has wolves, as you can see. I was not expecting this one here, but I knew there is a possibility for them to be around. There are other connector regions that do not have wolves, but one being the ravine from Mystery Lake to Coastal Highway. Actually, I am not entirely sure about that anymore, because I think I never been there since they changed the wildlife spawns. So there is a possibility to have some wolves there now, but in the past the ravine was safe. That looks a little bit scary for the game context. Let's have a tea. These are cold, so let's have one of these. Okay. And we also have some cattails here, which are welcomed. Sorry for the microphone clicking. Hopefully it doesn't sound that bad. It was the mute button. Let's have another tea. Okay. Great. And one cattail more. Actually, one more cattail. Nothing up there. Come on. We apparently have a corpse or a carcass, and I believe it's that ear carcass there. So also, if you are new to the game, the crows that you can hear and actually see up there, they are signifying from a distance the existence of a carcass, animal carcass, or a corpse. There is no other use for the crows, only this one. There are also other crows that are not staying in one place like these ones, but those are only for ambience. They are not really signifying anything. Although in the past many have said that they are signifying the weather changing, and including myself, I believed that. It was later proven that is not the truth. If you do not know this, the YouTuber and also streamer Zaknafane did a video, I believe, on this subject, and also in his videos he also tells this, that he wrote down a log about every time he have seen crows, and not always the weather changed. Of course, there were some times when the weather changed, but that is not a proof that every time the weather changes. And fairly, in this game the weather changes a lot, so yeah, it's mostly coincidence. And also, if I am remembering correctly, even the developers said that the moving crows are only just for ambience. Now that I mentioned Zaknafane, hopefully I am pronouncing his name correctly. Well, his name is actually Zach, if I am correct, but the channel's name is Zaknafane. I should also mention that I learned most of the things on how to play this game from his videos, and that I have watched a lot of his videos. And he is a very good interloper player, and if you want, you should check him out. Of course, he has a bigger channel than mine, and he is also doing videos on this game for a much longer time. Okay. This region is pretty long. It's a long walk, but that is okay. And for us now, it is even better considering the weather. Can you go here? Not really. Okay. Okay, this leads back. Oh, there is the cave. Okay, I did not see it first. Okay. Leave Keeper's Pass north. Excuse me for a moment. I am back. This way. Let's see if we can make a fire here somewhere to make a little bit more torches.
Come on, little fire.
Let's try again.
Come on, little fire.
That is great. And one more. And let's continue. Nothing here. Anything here? No. Okay, let's try this way first. Actually, this looks like it's the path we should take. So let's try this way.
I'll take it.
That is very good. This also looks like the path we should take, so I believe it's a two-way loop. Let's find out. Yes, this is probably the other way. Yes, we are now back here. Okay. And we should go probably that way, but let's check here. And we have a wool took. And that's all. Okay. It probably looks a little bit confusing, but there is a loop, a circle, and then there are some dead ends in which you can find a little bit of loot. Oh, almost missed that. Okay. We do not really have a lot of food, but we have a lot of cattails, which actually is food. Kind of. So we are going to continue without that deer. And we are out the cave. Okay. Seeing that I have recorded for a long time, I believe that I will go back into the cave and stop this episode here. So let's do that, and we will continue exploring the rest of Keeper's Pass in the next episode. And we will also go in Pleasant Valley, and probably the next area will be
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Coastal Highway from Pleasant Valley, because Pleasant Valley is already fully looted. So let's do just that. Let's change the torch and go back into the cave. No. Actually, I would like to say something about what just happened. That is exactly the reason why I keep both wood matches and the fire striker at all times with me, and I almost never use the fire striker. If you misclick with the torch, you can see here I get the torch and also the cave, and also I can click near the torch from mistake. If you only have one way of lighting up the torch, it will default to that without X keying, and basically you will waste a match. That is because you will most likely not keep the click pressed because you will get scared, and then you will not light the torch and also use the match. So that is why I am taking the extra space and always keep with me the fire striker, because this way if you misclick and try and light up the torch, then it will ask
I'm not
before
sure I can carry
using
much
up
more.
a match. Okay, so I will end this episode here. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. And until the next one, let's have a good life. Bye bye.